Have you ever felt like life is throwing every curveball at you all at once? Maybe you've hit a roadblock in your career, or you're dealing with personal struggles that feel overwhelming. We've all been there. But here's the thing. Motivation doesn't have to be something that comes to you naturally. It can be built. And today, I'm going to show you how to keep that fire burning, even when everything around you feels like it's falling apart. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Lichtung, and today we're diving into a topic that we all need at some point: how to stay motivated when life gets tough. Whether you're facing a tough breakup, a stagnant career, or emotional struggles, we've all had moments where we feel like giving up, but there are strategies that can help you push through. So, if you're feeling stuck right now, stick around, because I promise these tips will give you that boost you need to get back on track. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's been the biggest challenge you've faced recently? And how did you manage to push through it? Sharing your story might just inspire someone else who's going through something similar. Okay, let's get real for a second. Life is never going to be smooth sailing all the time. You're going to face setbacks, disappointments, and challenges that might make you question everything you're doing. But here's the thing, the struggle is a part of the process. Embrace it. Look at people like Steve Jobs, who got fired from his own company, or J.K. Rowling, who faced dozens of rejections before Harry Potter was published. The struggle didn't stop them, it fueled them. And that's what can happen to you too. The key is to shift your mindset from, why is this happening to me, to, what can I learn from this? Challenges don't define you, they refine you. Now, when life feels overwhelming, it's easy to feel paralyzed. You look at your problems and it feels like there's just too much to handle. This is where small, manageable goals come in. Instead of thinking about everything at once, break it down. Let's say you've been struggling with a project at work, or maybe you're trying to improve your health but feel like it's impossible to make progress. Instead of focusing on the end result, focus on just one thing you can do today. Make one phone call, write one paragraph, do one push-up. Small steps add up. And every time you accomplish a tiny goal, you're proving to yourself that you can keep going. Another powerful way to stay motivated during tough times is by surrounding yourself with positivity. It's easy to get bogged down by negativity, whether it's the news, toxic people, or your own inner voice. So here's the deal. You need to take control of your environment. Create a space that fuels your productivity and your spirit. Listen to podcasts that inspire you. Follow social media accounts that lift you up, and surround yourself with people who encourage you, not bring you down. If you can't do all of this right now, start small. Even one positive change, like deleting a toxic app or setting up a morning routine, can make a huge difference. Now, let's talk about mental resilience. Resilience is your ability to bounce back from setbacks. It's what separates those who succeed from those who quit. And guess what? Resilience is a muscle. The more you work on it, the stronger it gets. One way to build resilience is by practicing gratitude. Every day, take a moment to write down or think about 3 things you're grateful for. This simple practice can shift your mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. And when you feel grateful, you'll have the mental strength to face life's challenges head-on. And it's not just about theory. Let's talk about some real-life examples. I want to share the stories of 2 incredible people who turned their struggles into triumphs. Take Nick Vujicic. Born without arms or legs, Nick faced unimaginable challenges. But instead of giving in to his limitations, he chose to embrace life with an unshakable sense of purpose. Today, he's an international motivational speaker, inspiring millions around the world. And Malala Yousafzai, after surviving an attack for standing up for girls' education, became the youngest ever Nobel Prize laureate. These stories are proof that even when life seems impossible, you have the power to rise above it. Another crucial point is focusing on what you can control. We often spend so much energy worrying about things outside of our control, and this only adds to the stress. Instead, try to focus your energy on things that are within your power. Your thoughts, your actions, and your attitude are all things you control. When you focus on controlling the controllable, you free yourself from unnecessary worry. And by taking action on what you can change, you build a sense of accomplishment, which keeps the momentum going. No one gets through tough times alone. it's important to lean on your support system, whether it's family, friends, mentors, or even online communities. There's no shame in asking for help or simply sharing what you're going through. Sometimes, talking to someone who understands can provide clarity and perspective. They might not have all the answers, but their support can be exactly what you need to keep going. Don't isolate yourself during difficult times. Reach out. You're not alone in this. We tend to get so focused on the big goal that we forget to celebrate the small wins along the way. But these small victories are what keep your motivation alive. Every time you accomplish a task, no matter how small, take a moment to recognize your effort and give yourself credit. Celebrating these little wins boosts your confidence and reminds you that progress is happening, even if it feels slow at times. So, take pride in every step forward, no matter how tiny. These small successes add up and get you closer to your bigger goal. Staying motivated during tough times requires you to have a long-term vision. When you focus too much on immediate difficulties, it's easy to get discouraged. But if you can remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing in the first place, it can reignite your drive. Think about your bigger purpose, your long-term goals. Where do you see yourself in a year? In 5 years? Keeping that long-term vision in mind will help you push through short-term discomforts and setbacks. Stay focused on the bigger picture and the hard times will feel more bearable. Lastly, even when you don't feel motivated, keep pushing forward. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is what keeps you moving when the motivation fades. There will be days when you don't feel like doing anything, and that's okay. Just take one small step. Even if it's just showing up, you're making progress. Remember, consistency is key. Every time you push through, you're building mental toughness. And eventually, the tough times will become a distant memory, replaced by the strength you've gained from them. Remember, when life gets tough, you don't have to have it all figured out. What matters is that you keep moving forward. The most important thing you can do when faced with adversity is to refuse to give up. Take small steps. Keep a positive mindset. Surround yourself with people who believe in you. And most importantly, never lose sight of your bigger purpose. I hope these tips have given you the boost you need to keep going. You're stronger than you think, and you've already made it through every tough moment up until now. Keep going. Your best days are ahead. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. And remember, your journey isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Stay strong, stay motivated, and I'll see you in the next video.